while Devin is doing that, I have a different question. Has anybody, do you use Google Docs at all for writing documents? Google Docs?
Google Docs của tông thu lá để document gì bộ trật đi. Thì thế mà tụi tông lẽ Google Docs để
Anybody? No. So what do you use for making documents? Word? What do you use for making documents?
Document lúc độ mẹ rồi phải lưu bài tông nhé.
Microsoft Word?
PowerPoint. PageMaker.
PageMaker, yeah. I don't know that one. Because what I would like to do is to start making a case history for the park.
Thì bạn sẽ mà lâu cái hào lấy case history thì cũng đi lâu gì chẳng lâu bả đấy.
Does anyone have a background about the groundwater hydrology in the park area?
Have experience.
Yeah, experience with.
Bạn sẽ mà chỉ là đi out thì nãy ta là bắt đầu rồi đấy. Anh là tụi bạn tới chồng chỉ đấy. Level.
So in the case history, the first thing that we need is the setup.
So case history look at kama. At Amazon the check out setup lo mali setup so.
So this is where we talk about the location, what the problem is, what the geology is, what's known.
Majority high information in Panama set up with an apale, information in
So we want to put that part together, and hopefully people who live here and especially connected with the DRD can start to write stuff for the setup portion. Okay. Well, maybe while that's still happening, I'll tell you one more thing about. Oh, I'm not connected either. Shoot.
Then it's not my computer.
Let's try my hotspot.
Rats.
Hey, mine should pop up in 10 seconds. It's been working.
Okay, so what are you?
SMA5. And password you should already know.
So now, do I have to restart my binder again?
I don't know.
I'm not actually.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, you can test it. If you can
I'll
just
try.
restart the kernel, then cool. And then otherwise, maybe.
Oh, yeah, it seems like it's trying to get to my binder. connected up to the 3D inversion app?
3D inversion app နဲ့
Does any-
ချိတ်ဆက်လို့ရပြီလား
Anybody have it going?
Yes. Yes, they have connected.
In that app, I'll talk about it while this is spinning up. So the app that you have, in the first part of it, there was the manual controls. So you
ဘိုင်းကတော့ manual ခလုတ်တွေပါတာပေါ့နော်
So you had all of the slider bars, and then you moved the slider bars to generate something that tried to fit the data.
data နဲ့ကိုက်ညီဖို့အတွက်ဘားတွေရွှေ့ဟိုဟာတွေရွှေ့အဲ့ဒါလောက်ရတဲ့ဟာ manual parts လို့ပြောပါတယ်
The second part of that app is you scroll down, gives you an opportunity to have a computer algorithm do the same process.
so အဲ့ process ကိုပဲအောက်ကို next ရွှေ့လိုက်မယ်ဆိုရင် automatic computer လုပ်ပေးတဲ့ပုံစံမျိုးလေးတွေ့ရပါတယ်မယ်
So in doing that process, what you need to do is to provide a starting model, and then some parameters like the number of layers that you have.
so parameter တွေထည့်ပေးရမယ်ပြီးတော့နှုတ်ကပါလဲဆိုတော့ layer တွေရဲ့ number တွေထည့်ပေးရမယ်အဲ့လိုမျိုးတွေထည့်ပေးရမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
And you also have to assign a noise level.
noise level ပေါ့နော်ဥစားပဲ standard deviation နဲ့ထည့်ပေးရမှာ
So you are going to import data from the field.
ပြီးမှရတဲ့ data တွေကျွန်တော်ထည့်မယ်
So this is row A versus A, B upon 2.
ပုံမှန်ပြတဲ့အတိုင်းတောင်လိုက်က row A လျှာလိုက်က AB အစားနှစ်
And there'll be a number that's there. So you get, maybe this is 300, and this is 200. And so you get data that might be like this. So here's the data that you import.
ဒါကျွန်တော်ရတဲ့ data လို့ဆိုပါစို့
When you fit the data, we don't want to fit these data exactly because maybe there's some error that's associated with that data.
so data ဒီကို data ရဲ့ point ကိုပဲတောက်လျှောက်ထိဖို့ပဲစူးစမ်းစရာမလိုဘူးတဲ့ဘာလို့ဆိုတော့ data တွေမှာလည်းသူ့ရဲ့ error ဆိုတာရှိတဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်မလို့တဲ့
So you're going to assign an error bar to each datum.
ဆိုတော့ data တစ်ခုချင်းစီရဲ့ error ကိုကျွန်တော်တွေ့ရပါဖြစ်ပါတယ်
And this is going to be a percentage of the datum plus,
data ရဲ့ရာခိုင်နှုန်းရဲ့
plus some floor.
flow မှာပေါင်းထည့်ရမယ်တဲ့
So suppose that you had a datum that was 300 ohm meters.
3 ရာ ohm meter ရှိတယ်လို့ဒီလိုထားလိုက်ပါ
And then you said, oh, my error is going to be 10%.
အဲ့ဒီမှာသူ error 10ရာခိုင်နှုန်းလောက်ပါနိုင်တယ်လို့ခန့်မှန်းလိုက်မယ်
So that means that you've got 30, if it's just, that would be equal to 30.
so 30နဲ့ညီမျှမယ်ပေါ့နော်300ဆို30ညီမျှ30ရာခိုင်နှုန်းဆိုတော့30ဖြစ်လာမယ်
So that means that this number that you have really has got an error bar like that.
အဲ့လို error bar ဖြစ်သွားနိုင်ပါတယ်တဲ့
And this one might have a smaller error bar because it's 10%.
10% လို့သတ်မှတ်တဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်မလို့တန်ဖိုးနည်းတယ်ဆိုရင်တော့ error bar တိတ်တိတ်ဖြစ်ပါမယ်တန်ဖိုးများနေတယ်ဆိုရင် error bar နည်းနည်းမြင့်နေမယ်
And now when you want to fit the data, you might be happy with something like that fits in the error bars.
so အဲ့ဒီ error bar မှာပါသွားပြီးကိုမြန်ဖြတ်ပြီးဆိုရင်တော့လေဒါဒီကိုကျင်းတတ်စရာကောင်းတယ် fit တင်လို့ပဲသဘောထားလို့ရပါတယ်တဲ့
So each datum that goes in is assigned some kind of an error, and usually it's a percentage of the datum plus some fixed number. So this might be, 5 ohm meters, and this might be 10%, so that would be 30. And so you'd have a standard deviation of 35 ohm meters.
So အဲ့လိုမျိုးပေါ့သူကအတိုးရော့ရရှိသွားမယ်ပေါ့
Okay? So now we're going to import the data from the field, and we want to fit it,
ပြီးမှရတဲ့ data တွေထည့်မယ်ထည့်ပြီးကျွန်တော်တို့ fit ဖြစ်အောင်လုပ်မယ်
but we're going to assign to each datum some uncertainty.
so အဲ့လိုမသိကြမှုအဲ့လိုမျိုး error ဘာထိပ်ပြီးတွက်စေခြင်းနဲ့ပေါ့ဒီခါကျရင်
Okay? So those are some of the things that you'll need to do. Looks like I'm up and running. What's that? Server error.
Yeah, the internet's just kind of cutting in and out, so it's kind of like booting you off and then trying to reconnect.
But I'm on Kevin's hotspot.
Yeah, mine was also having a problem.
Yeah, it was going in and out. I'm back on
I guess it's just
DRD.
everybody's.
Worst case scenario, we just connect to my laptop or your laptop and we go through it together, but I'm giving it another shot.
Oh, did I lose it then? So the second part of this app is going to do things automatically.
so ဒုတိယစိတ်ပိုင်းမှာကျွန်တော်လုပ်မှာဒီအကုန်လုံးကိုတော့ automatic လုပ်မဲ့ပုံစံမျိုးသွားမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
And the parameters that you will put in are the uncertainty on the data,
parameter တွေထည့်မယ်ကျွန်တော်ထည့်မယ် parameter ပါမယ်ပြီးရင်အဲ့မှာပါမယ် error ပေါ့ပါမယ်မသိကြမှုတွေတွက်ချက်ပြီးထည့်မယ်
and then the number of layers that you think. So far, we've only been working with 3 layers.
အခုကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီ3လွှာလို့သတ်မှတ်ပြီးလုပ်နေတာဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော်3လွှာပေါ့နော်အလွှာ3လွှာပါတဲ့ဟာကျွန်တော်ပြောမယ်
But the Earth might be more complicated. Maybe 3 errors is too simple.
ဆိုတော့ဒီ3လွှာဆိုတာကအရန်ကိုရိုးရှင်းတဲ့ဥစားဖြေတွေလောက်တာဖြစ်ပါတယ်တော့ဆိုတော့မြေကြီးရဲ့သဘောတဘာဝအနေထားရဆိုအလွှာတွေအများကြီးရှိကြအောင်
So you might need 4 layers or 5 layers.
ဆိုတော့4လွှာတော့5လွှာတော့လူနဲ့လူလာပါပေါ့နော်
Well, this is annoying. Let's see.
Yeah, it's kind of slow, but it seems to be working. It's just I'm having to wait a very long time.
Devin, maybe it's just both yours up?
Huh?
Yours is just running both of yours?
No, I'm running on my binders. There we go. It's starting to pick up a little bit.
So who here who had
I don't think
I don't think it's going up. Let's see. What do we do? Did you make up some slides for Google Docs?
Yep. Yeah, right.
So where?
They're in course slides, and I didn't give numbers on them. It's just called, what is it? Docs primer or something. Yeah, introduction to Google Docs.
Do you want to give a talk about this?
Yeah.
Put these slides together.
Sure. Or, well, if Max is going to talk about process. I think-
Oh yeah,
I
Max,
think
did
that
you
will
want to
take
talk
up-
about process?
That'll take up all the time.
Oh, you'd rather go pull those cables in.
Oh,
I mean, I'm getting it to work.
So, just because they're out there, people are driving across them,
right.
and then come back and talk process.
Okay. TOTs, it would be a good experience to go with Max and to look at how to bring the equipment back, how to roll up the cables, how to pack stuff up, how to take the system down. So what I suggest we do is we break up now. The TOTs can go with Max, collect the field equipment. We'll mess around with the 3D layered model app, and then Max will come back and we'll talk a bit about process and how to extract the data. So our plan, since we are going to be quitting early, is over the weekend we will go through the data that have been collected. We will look at the quality of the data. We will invert them in terms of both 1D and 2D, and then get a good sense for what the data are like. Then next week, oh, sorry, I keep forgetting.
ပြောတော့ခုနက TOT ဖွဲ့ရသွားမှာပါတဲ့ပန်းချန်ကိုသွားပြီးတော့ပစ္စည်းဘယ်လိုပြန်တင်ရတယ်။ wire ဘယ်လိုပြန်ခောက်ရတယ်ဒါတွေအကုန်လုံးသိအောင်တွေ့ကြုံရအောင်ဆိုပြီးတော့ Max နဲ့တူလိုက်သွားပါ။ကျွန်တော်ဖွဲ့ရတော့ကျွန်တော်ဒီ 3D လေ inversion ကိုပဲနည်းနည်းရုံးကန်ပြီးတော့လောက်စမ်းကြည့်မယ်ပေါ့နော်။ဒီစနေတနင်္ဂနွေသူတို့အတွက်လည်းသူတို့ဘာလုပ်မလဲဆိုတော့ရရှိလာတဲ့ data တွေကိုအကောင်းဆုံးသူတို့ invert လုပ်နိုင်အောင် download လုပ်ဒီဘယ်လိုလဲခုနကnotebook ထဲကိုတင်နိုင်အောင်လို့လေinformation ယူလို့ရအောင်ခုနကပြသွားတယ်မလား။ application မှာယူလို့ရတယ်ဆိုတာလေ soft copy လေအဲ့လိုသူတို့ထည့်နိုင်အောင်အဲ့လိုမျိုး check လုပ်ပြီးတော့အကုန်လုံးအဲ့ဒါသူတို့ဒီစနေတနင်္ဂနွေသူတို့ပြီးရညအောင်သူတို့လုပ်သွားပါမယ်လို့သူပြောတာပါ
Okay, sorry, I keep forgetting. Yeah, so that may well take most of the day by the time we get the equipment back, and then Max will talk a little bit. Next week we will, on the Monday, we'll start to look at the data that were collected.
So ကျွန်တော်တို့ရရှိခဲ့တဲ့ data တွေကိုတနင်္လာနေ့မှာကြည့်ကြမယ်။ဟို data ကောက်မယ်ဆက်ပြန်သိမယ်ပြန်လာရင် process ညောင်းဆိုနည်းနည်းလေးပြပြပြီးပြန်မှာပေါ့နော်အဲ့လိုပေါ့ဆိုတော့ဒီနေ့ကျွန်တော်စောစောပြန်မယ်ဆိုတဲ့ခါကျတော့
And also on Monday we will do inversion.
Monday ကျရင်လည်း inversion ဆက်လုပ်မှာပါ။ဟုတ်တယ် data အသစ်တွေရှိထားတော့လေ
In that regard,
Hard level. He said this was easy.
where is it?
What were you looking for, Doug?
Oh, the matrix multiply.
Well,
Sorry, do we have what the question was? So I gave you a short quiz.
Doug, this is...
Oh, thanks. So I asked you about multiplying a matrix times a vector.
So factor matrix တွေဒီစားစပေါက်စားပေးထားမှာတဲ့
This is the heart of linear algebra and is something that forms the foundation for for solving inverse problems.
ဒါကြောင့် inverse problem တွေဖြေရှင်းမဲ့ foundation ဖြစ်နေတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ဒါခက်တဲ့တေချာပေါက်စားတွေပေါ့နော်
So I asked you as a test because I want to know what level you are at. I asked you to do this quiz.
ဒီ quiz ကိုပေးရခြင်းရွေးချက်ကတော့ဒီမှာရှိတဲ့လူတွေကဘယ်လောက်ထိတက်ထားလဲဆိုတဲ့ level ကိုသိချင်လို့ပါတယ်ပေါ့
So the good news is everybody got the same answer.
ကောင်းတဲ့နေရာတော့လူတိုင်းဖြေတစ်ခုတည်းပဲရပါတယ်တဲ့
The bad news is the answer was completely wrong.
ကောင်းတဲ့နေရာတော့အဖြေကမှားနေပါတယ်
Okay, so let me at least show you how to do a matrix vector multiply.
ဆိုဘယ်လိုမျိုးသူလောက်ရလဲတွေ့ရလဲဆိုတာပြပါမယ်တဲ့
But it also tells me that the slides that I had prepared for inversion, most of them are not going to be easily for you to comprehend.
ဆိုတော့နားလေပြီးတော့ slide တွေမှာလုတ်ထားတဲ့ slide တွေကလည်းလွယ်လွယ်လေးနဲ့နားလည်ရလွယ်တဲ့ဟာတွေမှာဟုတ်ဘူးတဲ့ပါတဲ့ဟာတွေပေါ့လေ
So the inversion theory I cannot make mathematical.
inversion theory ကိုသူကသင်္ချာနီးလမ်းချက်ချက်မလုပ်ခဲ့ပါဘူး
But you can still learn how to multiply a matrix times a vector, and when I do it, you can tell me whether you're like, oh yeah, I knew that.
တွက်ပြလိုက်မယ်တွက်ပြလိုက်ခါမှာအော်ငါသိပါတယ်အော်ဒီလိုလားဆိုဖြစ်နေတယ်
I need to know like, oh, I know that, or I've never seen this before in my life.
ဒါမှမဟုတ်လေတခါမှမတွေ့ဘူးပုံမှန်မှာအဲ့လိုလည်းဖြစ်နိုင်တယ်
So G is a matrix.
geometrics တဲ့
1, 2, 3, 3, 0, 4. And M is a vector. 2, 1, 1. Okay? 2. To multiply G, M, and equal to D, we do the following. So G is this, 1, 2,
တွက်တဲ့တိုင်းပဲလိုက်ကြည့်ရနော်ကျွန်တော်လည်းပြောနေယူပါ
and M is like this. Right? So you see 1, 2, 3 multiplies into this, right? So this is the same as 1 times 2, which is 2, plus 2 times 1, plus 3 times 1, which is equal to 7. Okay, so that's the first stuff. The second one, you take this and you multiply it into that. So this is a vector that's 3, that's 3. So 3 times 2 is 6.
ညောက်လိုက်တာ
0 times 1 is 0. 4 times 1 is 4. So that's 6 plus 4 is 10. So the answer to this is 7 and 10. Now there were some people who handed in the correct answer, but only after I did it on the board. Oh, did you get it right, Coco? Oh, good job. Okay, Coco gets, stand up, Coco. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Yeah. So, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just really slow. We might have to just run it locally on our machines for now. Just go through the problem together as a class. We can do that, no problem. But yeah, right now my binders is really slow. Maybe our internet is even fast and it's an issue on their end. Maybe they're getting a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of where we are right now.
Well, or sir, Max, are you ready to go or?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm
Oh,
just waiting for you. Yep.
okay. So the TOTs, stand up. Okay, so all the TOTs can go down with Max and collect the data, learn how to wind up the wires, and then everybody else can stay here.
真的 ready ခဲ့ပါတဲ့တူတီသွားပါတဲ့ max ဒီကတော့ကောက်မယ် PC ကိုတိုင်းလဲကြည့်မယ်
And we'll review those things with everybody else too.
Yeah, you said you could do some in the hall right away, but I think it's probably good just to actually be in the field and do it.
Actually, because that's our backup copy. I forgot to transfer.
Let's see. See, I can't even type in my binder. It doesn't.
Yeah. So it's either an internet problem here. Well, it's an internet problem here if you can get to the URL. It's a problem of my binders having too much traffic and it's taking forever to.
Yeah.
So.
But they will need inversion expired Right. We are thinking about how much to do that like resistivity and you can force to interact. We recommend these ladies. These ladies are good at teaching as well, and they should be TOT for they should be like experts for the inversion documents. That's procedures.
I have more of the Western which is like women who can almost control everything themselves.
They are not really willing. They like to stick in here.
The air conditioning.
Okay, so how do
Just run it locally.
good? Pardon me?
Just run it. Well, we want to run it locally, and then we just kind of leave it open. Like, hey guys, what should we do next?
Yeah. Okay. Can you?
Or you can be the two.
What? Okay. Sure, you want to substitute your computer in? Yeah, and then why don't you just bring up the 3-layer app?
And so yeah, I think maybe before we do this, I made some short notes for you.
Do a daily short notes for no matter what we
And if anyone is having trouble understanding the physics and the science, then I made these for you.
So to take by net you
If you can learn the things that I will show you on the next 5 pages, this will be very good to understanding DC resistivity.
So I not DC resistivity
So maybe very quickly, so it will be familiar when you have it, I will go through the 5 slides that I have, the small file I have.
So the file
So the first one, we talk about electric currents if they're inside the Earth.
So
And if the Earth is a half space, so the resistivity is same everywhere.
So the half space resistivity
Then the path of the current will really depend on where your electrodes are, where you are putting in the current.
So the electrode
But if you have a top layer that is less resistive,
resistivity
then the top layer is the shortest and the easiest path for the current.
So
So most of the current will want to go through the top layer. Most of the current will be in the top
So
layer.
let's see
If you have a more resistive top layer,
resistivity resistivity
then the top layer is shorter path, but it is a harder path.
သူ့အတွက်ကတော့ဒီဟိုအလွှာကျေဥစားအလွှာတိတ်တိတ်လေးဆိုပေမဲ့လည်းသူ့အတွက်သွားရခက်ခဲတဲ့ဟိုအလွှာဖြစ်နေတာ哦
So much more current will decide or will try to go down and be in the bottom.
အဲ့ဒီလက်စီချောင်းတဲ့အကောင်လုံးကအောက်ကိုပဲဆင်းပြီးတော့ဥတီပြီးတော့ပဲသွားခြင်းတဲ့စိတ်လေးပုံများနေလိမ့်မယ်
So that's slide 1.
The other.
That's slide number 1ပါ
Yeah, we can print it out. So I'm going to I can give you the file, or we can print the 5 pages and give to you.
file နဲ့ပေးလို့ရလို့နောက်တစ်ခုကဘာလဲဆိုတော့ဒါကိုစာမျက်နှာအနေနဲ့လည်းကျွန်တော် print ထုတ်လို့ရပါတယ်ဒီငါ slide
Yeah. So I guess I'm not really.
stick တဲ့ဥစားထည့်ထည့်ပါ so get
Oh, we can get one on a
and-
stick and just start handing them out now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm supposed to keep that one. That's a special one.
They could be contaminated. I don't know.
Really?
Well, all of them there's like a possibility.
Okay.
It's like computers or hardware. It's happening.
It's happening.
Just use protection. You know.
There's just so many analogies there.
Yeah.
Devin, did you push that file?
The
Should I see it?
Yeah, it's in. Go to the root directory and look at cheat sheets, and it's called fundamentals.
No. The data file.
Oh, of course, it's on my binders. If you pull the latest, you will.
I did. I don't see it.
Okay, I will come take a look. So, yeah, the file is a PDF file, and it's called fundamentals.
အဲ့ stick ထဲမှာလေ fundamental ဆိုပြီးတော့စကားလုံးနဲ့ရေးထားတာရှိမယ်အဲ့ဒါတော့ PDF file မှာတဲ့အဲ့ဒါကူးပြီးတော့ computer ထဲထည့်ပြီနော်
Stash.
I already explained
Did you close these 2 windows and then
how many do you have
and then fully
Yeah,
type
I'll put it on 3.
basically relaunch the same URL? Yeah, actually, show me what you did. I want to see if we're doing the same.
share ကြတက်ပါထည့်တာ
I don't know if there's.
what's in it
It's also attached to these words. It's not just words. There's also like a history attached to it. Every time I do it, I open it.
go on share လိုက်တယ်သူတို့က
I start typing my function.
organic ဘောညာ organic ကပြောကြော်ပဲရေးထားတာပဲ organic ဘယ်နဲ့ပါလဲ
Let me.
It's not in there.
သူတို့အားရှိဘောကဝတ်တယ်ကွာဒါပေမဲ့ဒါတော့နည်းနည်းကြက်တယ်ဒုက္ခနည်းနည်းခံပေါ့ကျင်းမမတော်နိုင်တာ
So I'm completely clean, right?
လောက်မလုပ်ရတာမလုပ်ရတာအဲ့တော့သူပြီးမို့အဲ့ဒီဟာတက်တာကောကြောင်း
Can we just look at
တောက်တယ်လေဟိုကောကြောင်းလေ
Oh, because you have the internet.
ကောဆက်
If
က
you
ဆို
have
လို့
no internet, you can't contact me to go in.
ထုတ်တယ်ဘာမှမဟုတ်ကောဆက်ရမှာရန်စုတဲ့ချိတ်တော့ပတ်ချလိုက်ဟိုကချုံလိုက်ပြီးပေါ့အင်းကြီးချုပ်တော့လာ sexy ဖြစ်တယ်ဟိုကနဲ့သူလေးချုပ်လိုက်တယ်ဒီလိုလေးနဲ့အဲ့လိုဆိုဘယ်နဲ့ပြမှုလဲ
So it's kind of boot me on and off.
ကောဆက်ရန်စုဝယ်ပြီးတော့ပတ်သွားလိုက်ပြီ ချုပ်တာသိကြည့်တယ်ချုပ်လေးကိုဟာလေ
I mean, if you're just on YouTube or something, and the internet cuts out for split second, and resends and static cutting it out, you might not even notice it because, but it's something like this where it needs to be, yeah, you get it.
တပတ်ကြာပြီးတော့ဟာဒီလိုကိုယ်စလည်းချလိုက်ကိုယ်စလည်းချလိုက်လူတွေစားတော့ပြီးတော့စားတော့ပြီးတော့ဟိုဘက်ကျွေးလေဒီကမှလည်းဟိုဘက်ကျွေးဟိုဘက်ကျွေးစားတော့ယူထားလေစားပါယူထားလေနည်းနည်းယူထားလိုက်ပါကိုရှိမှာ
No virus detected.
Yeah, I mean, I even
ဒီအဲ့ရလူဝယ်ထားပြီးတော့လက်ချကိုထားတာလည်းမဝယ်နိုင်ဘူး။ဟိုကချိန်တိတိကျကျထားပြီးတိတိကျကျလာဆိုတော့တမနေ့မှစောပြီးမထားနိုင်။သူတို့ ready ကိုလုပ်ထားပေးရတယ်သူတို့အိမ်ကလူတွေပြောနေလား
Honestly, I'm surprised my laptop has
this is, I've got another computer for various purposes. Keep very clean.
မြို့သမီးတွေ list တယ်တူဒီ list တယ်မှာပါတဲ့ခါကျတော့ဟိုကျွမ်းကျင်မှုဆိုတာနှစ်ပိုင်းသွားတယ် feed ကျွမ်းကျင်မှုရယ် inversion ကျွမ်းကျင်မှုဆိုတော့အဲ့ဒါမြို့သမီးတွေပိုင်းကိုလည်းကျွန်တော်တို့စောင့်ကြည့်ပေးမယ်လို့ပြီးတော့အဆိုပြုမယ်ခဏခဏရောက်ပါအဲ့လိုနာမည် list လေးပေးလိုက်ပါမယ်လို့
Well, I guess, yeah. I mean, if we don't have power, we have Wi-Fi at all.
PDF ကcommeนั้นရှင်းမှာနှလုံးရှင်းတစ်လုံးမယူလိုက်ရပြီပြီးမှပြန် share ပါမြန်အကောင်းကြည့်လို့ရအောင်လေ
Oh. Okay, you guys, you might as well just have a break.
Oh, I mean, they can,
some coffee,
they
break
could,
day.
once
Yeah, they put it on top.
we say, open the document, go to that page, that's great. One more? Start back, maybe? Yeah, sign up first.
You can try something.
Oh,
Banana chips.
smart.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is it organic? I don't know.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
I was going to put the fun back in fundamentals.
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ những video hấp dẫn
Oh, yes, yes.
But I see my students after. Kicking out windshields also. Unfortunately, Wait, my. Oh, never mind.
Ủa, bị nhầm nhau mà sửa đấy. Không tao mình.
Yeah, the thing we did this morning just worked so well. Everyone did a really good job, and the data looks really good.
I don't think Max can manage to be here at Max cannot be here at we'll go later than 3.
Oh, going later.
The ladies are talking. We will go at 3.
Oh, because he needs to. I see.
Okay, so what do we do without power and without internet?
That's party.
We teach you how to tie the longi.
Oh, I should have brought my lunch. That would have been a good use of. So I thought it was skillful. It is very skillful.
Got magic hands. Got magic hands.
In Longi is kind of like better than hands because
Oh, yeah.
what do we call that? The air can go inside
Yeah, circulation.
Circulation. Ventilation, like ventilation.
That's another. You could probably use that too.
So, breeze came through. I thought maybe
Yeah, sometimes you can just kind of give it a little more hands.
And like Myanmar people always say Longi is very useful. Because we use Longi for carrying things as well. Make a ring and we wear this. We put everything there. We twist the rope, twist, and here this bag. You put the foods. You can carry the baby with the longi also. And also some people use like ring longi, like dabble it and put in their feet and they climb up the coconut.
Oh.
So that, and also
And you got
you can cross your body and you can put the hair and it's like a short pants and you can play the cane ball, you can play football. So, like you already have underwear, it's tight.
Yeah.
And then Burmese tradition, some people wear the clothes.
All the way, and then you have to go like this. Yeah.
But
you gotta go
it's
all the
smaller.
way.
It's smaller for you. For us, it's enough because the ring is small, so you can reach up here because you're bigger than other people. Yeah. And also, they wear with the 2 hips is naked, up to here, and they just cross the hips, and after that you can see their hips playing. And so it's like underwear that they play. They go to like water or swimming like that.
Very versatile.
And also you can, when you cross those like shallow water, just bring up.
Very practical. Very practical.
But problem is tying. If you're not good at tying, you will lose all the time. Only that one.
Well, you definitely have it down pat. Have you had to tie this morning at all? Or?
Maybe a couple of times because we were out doing active things. I find when you're doing a lot of sitting and standing, it can come loose because it's changing the circumference of your waist. But if you're just like walking around,
And there is a saying we have to change longi 3 times a day. It means that not like changing one and new one, not like that. Rotate. Because to maintain the longi sustainability, so you sit here for a long time, you change the spot, sit another, so that it can be equal and it can reduce, it can. This is the very old saying for the like ancestor, like they said, oh, like grandpa.
I should be
So
doing
that
this.
you can keep the quality of
I
your
haven't rotated it once.
But do you start it in a particular manner each time?
At this point, okay, so you just, remember you go up to about the belly button and then it's diagonal down.
Yeah. So, okay, there. Then what?
Give it a really big pull so it's tight. You gotta switch the hands. You gotta twist it around.
That's how it goes. It's very strong, big time. I wear another way.
Take out your little sack, and you're good to go.
And also we usually like thin people, like if because of the size of molecules is different. If you can have a bigger size, then you wear it and you have a big sack here, put fruits and things small, and you have a lot. It's a lot of like pockets.
Well, when I first saw that they were talking about putting their iPhone on the phone, I thought, well, that's pretty good.
That goes in the back.
I wouldn't want to.
The phone goes here.
Yeah.
And then the keys usually go
And
here.
some people roll the money here like.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be changing your, a lot of stuff to fall out every time you retie it.
That's true.
How many pairs of longi do you have? Or actually, it wouldn't be a pair. How many longi?
How many longi? For like daily use, I would have about 100. Or for like formal use for ceremonial things, like we use silk. Silk and wood, beautiful and fancy one. I might have about 40.
So you have 140 longi.
How do you?
I can't imagine having 140 anything. So all different colors?
Yes.
All the same size? Or different
Same
size?
size. They come in the same size.
That's just one size fits all.
But some longi say special made. This is bigger ring and bigger land. Some longi they have differences. So bigger ring and like the white. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like a bit
the land. The land is longer. It's better. It's more expensive.
So I think mine is actually maybe this much shorter than it really should be. It's supposed to go really low.
Yeah, it connects to the foot.
So do they have longer ones?
I guess so, but at least for where I'm so much.
What brand are you wearing? They have brands as well. Can I see? What is it? The sewing part like?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Line. This is the line.
It's okay, I'm wearing something under it. So. I got it at the.
You take a lot of space here as well, so that it's so short.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Is if it's long, you
When we
can.
go ceremony, just press. You hold one.
Oh, yeah.
Hold this side. Which one first?
Go this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is exactly way.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get that line there. Because that looks so much nicer than this one. Oops. You gotta try it like this.
Yeah, you can twist it. Yeah. More or less. Whenever I use it, I will like, if I have a line here, the line all straight. This, overlap this, one time, two times, and tie all flat.
Yeah, it's good.
That's it.
Oh,
Yeah,
we got
that's.
power back.
Alright, cool. We power back?
Yeah, got power back.
Okay.
So maybe.
လုံးကြီးအသုံးဝင်ပုံကိုရှင်းပြပြီးတဲ့နောက်ပိုင်းမှာပြန်ဆက်
Right,
ပါ
which
မယ်
means we gotta turn this guy on again from scratch, don't we? I think so. Well, since we only have 32 minutes left, maybe we just go through the data, or you want to do that?
Just a sec. No, why don't you finish up what you were doing?
Okay.
Max is going to come back, and then I think we'll, if we can get the internet then they can actually look at the data over the weekend if they want, or depends what their degree of excitement is.
Oh, there we go. Power came back on, so then we might actually get binders. Okay. So we'll just pick up where we left off. So the second slide, or see. So now we're going to talk about apparent resistivity.
Apparent resistivity အကြောင်းပြောပါမယ်တဲ့
So we talked about where the currents were going in the Earth, if there is this two-layer Earth in some different situations.
โอเคတော့ကျွန်တော်မြေကြီးကနှလွှာရှိနေတယ်ပြီးတော့အခြားမတူတဲ့ခြေနေတွေမျိုးမှာဆိုရင်ဒီမျက်စိကြောင့်ဘယ်လိုဝင်လဲဆိုတာကိုပြောပြတာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
And now I wanted to have a slide to really try to explain what the apparent resistivity is.
ဒီ slide ကတော့သူက apparent resistivity ဆိုတာဘာလဲဆိုတာကိုရှင်းပြခြင်းတဲ့ slides ပါ
So we know that when we take a measurement, we're measuring the difference in potential. We're measuring a voltage.
ကျွန်တော်တို့ကဒီ potential ရဲ့ခြားနားခြင်းကိုကျွန်တော်တို့တိုင်းတာတာဖြစ်ပါတယ် voltage ကိုတိုင်းတာပါ
And that the Earth, the real Earth, is going to have many different resistivities underground. It's going to be a complicated
ဆို
structure.
တော့မြေအောက်မှာဖြစ်နေတဲ့ဒီ resistivity တွေကတော့ရှုပ်ထွေးနေနေမှာပေါ့နော်သူကအလွှာတွေမတူဘူး resistivity တွေမတူတော့သူရဲ့ခံနိုင်မှုအားလည်းမတူဘူးပေါ့နော်
So the apparent resistivity is the resistivity of a half space that would also give you that voltage measurement.
Can you explain
yeah.
half space again?
It's when the Earth is just one resistivity value. It's what
Oh,
would
half
be
space,
the
huh?
resistivity value of just a constant Earth that would give you the same voltage reading as this complicated Earth is giving you right now.
Okay. So half space ကိုကျွန်တော်အသေးချာပြန်မေးတာဖြစ်ပါတယ် half space နဲ့ half space ဆိုတာကဒီကျွန်တော်တို့တိုင်းထားတဲ့ဒီလိုတောင်လိုက်လို့လှီးချလိုက်တယ်မြေကြီးလှီးချလိုက်တယ်ကတွေ့ရတယ်မလားဆိုတော့အဲ့မြေကြီးကအကုန်လုံး uniform ဖြစ်နေတယ် resistivity အမြဲတမ်းညီနေတယ်ဘယ်နာပဲတိုင်းအောက်ထိနည်းနည်းနဲ့သွားလိုက်အဲ့ resistivity ပဲအဲ့ဒါကို half space လို့ခေါ်ပါတယ်တဲ့အဲ့လို half space မှာတိုင်းလို့ရတဲ့ resistivity ကိုအဲ့ဒါကို apparent resistivity လို့ပြောပါတယ်တဲ့
So the basic idea is the apparent resistivity is kind of like, it's like the average resistivity in the area that you are seeing right now.
So ဒီက apparent resistivity ကိုပြောလိုက်မယ်ဆိုရင်မမ resistivity ဆိုတာလေတလွှာထဲမှာတော့မှတနေရာ resistivity ကတူစီမှတူမှာလေဆိုတော့ apparent resistivity လို့ပြောလိုက်ပြီဆိုရင်အဲ့ဒီတိုင်းလိုက်တဲ့နေရာအနေထားတစ်ခုရဲ့ပြန်မျှပေါ့ပြန်မျှ resistivity ကိုဆိုလိုတာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
Yeah, that's a very simple way of understanding, but maybe is a good place to start.
ဆိုတော့တကယ်ကိုဟိုနားလည်ရလွယ်တဲ့ဟိုနီလန်းနေပါပဲဒါပေမဲ့ဒီဟာလည်းခုမှစနားလည်တယ်ဆိုလဲဟိုကောင်းမွန်တဲ့စတင်ခြင်းပါပဲ
So here is a two-layer Earth. The top layer is higher resistivity. It is 1500 ohmmeters, or so 1500.
1500
Yeah, and the bottom layer is 500.
ဆိုအပေါ်မှာကျတော့ပေါ်လွှာကကျတော့1500 ohm meter ရှိတယ်ဒုတိယလွှာကျတော့900 ohm meter ရှိတယ်ဆိုတော့ဒီမှာသူအပေါ်လွှာကပိုပြီး resistivity မြင့်နေပါတယ်
So we can see from the current, most of the current is only seeing the top layer. We are mostly just seeing the top layer.
ဆိုတော့အမှဟိုလက်စစ်စီကြောင်းနေပေါ်ဆုံးလွှာမှာတွေ့နေရတယ်တော်တော်များတွေ့နေရတယ်
So the apparent resistivity was 1471. The apparent resistivity is almost equal to just the top layer resistivity.
ဆိုတော့ apparent resistivity ဆိုတာကတော့ပြန်မျှ resistivity လို့ကျွန်တော်ပြန်ပြောမှာပေါ့နော်ဆိုတော့သူက1480တစ်ဆိုတော့သူကပမာသွားပြီးတော့ဟိုညီလဲဆိုတော့အပေါ်ဆုံးလွှာမှာပဲရှိနေတဲ့သဘောကိုရှိတယ်ဘာလို့ဆိုတော့အပေါ်ဆုံးလွှာ1500နဲ့သူကပဲနီးစပ်နေတယ်
And when we move the electrodes farther apart,
သူ့ကိုဒီ electrodes တွေကိုနည်းနည်းချားပြီးတော့ကွာဝေးဟလိုက်မယ်ဆိုရင်
we see deeper.
ပို့ပြီးတော့နည်းနည်းတွေ့ရမယ်
So our apparent resistivity will now be an average of the things it is seeing, which is this area.
So the average resistivity ပေါ့နော် apparent resistivity ကကြတော့1944ဆိုတဲ့ခါကြတော့ဘယ်လောက်ဖြစ်သွားလဲဆိုတော့အဲ့ပထမတော့ဒုတိယအလိုအဲ့1ကျင်ခုနက point ပြလိုက်တယ်1ကျင်နားမှာရှိနေတဲ့ပြန်မျှတွက်ချလိုက်တဲ့ resistivity လို့ခန့်မှန်းလို့ရပါတယ်
So that is why the apparent resistivity is 1244.
အဲကြောင့်1944ရတာဖြစ်ပါတယ်တဲ့
It's lower because it's seeing the lower layer a little bit.
ဆိုတော့အောက်ထပ်လွှာလေးကိုနည်းနည်းပါထပ်မြင်နေရတယ်ဆိုတဲ့ဟာမျိုးပြောတာပါ
And if we have big spacing,
okay ဒါကျွန်တော် space ကိုထပ်ချလိုက်အောင်ပဲဆိုရင်တော့
a lot of the current is in the bottom layer.
ဆိုတော့အကုန်လုံးဒီနဲ့စီးကြောင်းနေအပေါ်မှာမနေတော့မနဲ့အောက်ကြည့်သွားပြီးတော့အောက်မှာသွားပြီးနေကြပါတယ်
We're really seeing this bottom layer. It is very important to the voltage measurement.
ဆိုတော့ဒါတူတဲ့ voltage တိုင်းတာတဲ့အခါမှာအရင်ရေးကြည့်ပါတယ်တဲ့
And this is why the apparent resistivity is
ပြန်
827.
မြဒီခန္ဓာအားကတော့829 ohm မီတာရှိသွားတယ်
So it's like this measurement is seeing just the top. This measurement is seeing the top and the bottom a little bit. And this measurement is seeing some of the top and a lot of the bottom.
ဆိုတော့အပေါ်ဆုံးလွှာကြတော့နီနီကထားတဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်မလို့အပေါ်ဆုံးလွှာပဲနည်းနည်းပုံများတယ်ဒုတိယဟာကြတော့အပေါ်ဆုံးလွှာနဲ့ဒုတိယလွှာလည်းအနေချင်းကိုကျွန်တော်တွေ့နိုင်တယ်အောက်ဆုံးတိုင်းတာချင်းပုံစံမျိုးကြတော့အပေါ်ဆုံးလွှာလည်းတွေ့ရတယ်လို့အောက်ဆုံးအနက်ကိုလည်းတွေ့ရတယ်ဆိုတဲ့သဘောပါ
And so when we do this sounding, where we measure at many different separation,
sounding measurement လုပ်တော့မယ်ဆိုရင်တော့အဲ့လိုပဲကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီ space ကိုခြားပြီးတော့ပဲကျွန်တော်တိုင်းသွားမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
then we get an understanding of resistivity as decreasing or increase the depth.
ဆိုတော့ resistivity တွေကမြင့်သွားလားနှိမ့်သွားလားဆိုတာနေတာနဲ့မြင့်နှိမ့်သွားလား resistivity မြင့်လာလားဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော်ကြည့်နိုင်မှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
Yeah, so these points or these things here are repeating what I have been saying the past few minutes.
ဆိုခုနကပြောသွားတဲ့ဟာတွေကိုပဲရေးထားတာဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဒါ
And so here we get, just to see the sounding from this, this is the sounding curve for a Wenner array and a Schlumberger array over this Earth.
ခုနကကျွန်တော်ဒီမြေကြီးပုံစံကိုယူပြီးတော့ဒီ Schlumberger array နဲ့ဥစားနဲ့ဒီ Wenner array နဲ့တိုင်းထားတဲ့ graph ပါတဲ့
This measurement for close spacing is here.
အပေါ်မှာတော်တော်နီးနေတဲ့ space နှစ်ခုရဲ့ဟာဒီအဲ့ပေါ်ဆုံးမှာတွေ့ရတဲ့ဟာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
This is telling us about deeper in the Earth, and it is here on the sounding curve.
အဲ့မှာ sounding curve ရဲ့အပေါ်မှာ apparent resistivity ရှိတယ်မလားအဲ့ဟာလေးရဲ့ဟာဒီခုနဒုတိယမှာတိုင်းတဲ့အကွာဝေးကြောင့်တွေ့ရတဲ့ထွက်လာတဲ့အဖြေပါ
And this measurement, which sees the deepest, is the latest one
နောက်ဆုံး
on the
ရဲ့
sounding curve.
အောက်ဆုံးကျနေတဲ့ဟာကိုတွေ့ရမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
So I hope this will help you understand this relationship, these relationships.
ဒီဟာကိုရှင်းပြခြင်းအဖြစ်ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီပုံနှစ်ပုံဒီလိုမျိုးကြည့်လို့ရတဲ့ဟိုတွေ့ဆက်ဆက်မှုကိုတွေ့မြင်သွားပြီလို့ထင်ပါရဲ့
The last thing I want to talk about is geophysical inversion.
so you ဘုံမီယူပါဗေဒနဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့ဟိုအပိုင်းနေနဲ့အဲ့လိုအမြင်နဲ့ကြည့်မဲ့ဟို idea လေးတွေပြောချင်ပါတယ်
I understand it is very complicated, but maybe we can have an easy understanding for what it is.
ကျွန်တော်သိပါတယ်ဒါလေးတွေကဟိုနားလည်ရခက်ခဲတဲ့ຢာတွေမှာပါတယ်ဆိုဒါပေမဲ့ဒါကိုနားလည်ရလွယ်အောင်လည်းကျွန်တော်လုပ်လို့ရပါတယ်
So we start with geophysics data, geophysical data.
ဆိုကျွန်တော်စချင်းဒီဘုံမီယူပါနဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတော့ data တွေရအောင်ယူပါတယ်
This is the black points,
အမှကိုပြထားတဲ့အမဲအောင် set တွေက data တွေပါ
and we would like to find a resistivity model
ကျွန်တော် resistivity model ကိုကျွန်တော်ရှာရမယ်
that reproduces the data, so explains the data that we saw.
ကျွန်တော်တွေ့ခဲ့တဲ့ data တွေကိုတကယ်ကိုနားလည်လို့ရအောင်ရှင်းပြနိုင်တဲ့ဟို model ပေါ့နော်အဲ့လိုပုံစံမျိုးရှားမှာဖြစ်တယ်
And also, we want our resistivity model to be something similar to the real geology of the area.
တကယ်ဟိုတမြေပြင်နေထားမှာတွေ့ခဲ့တဲ့ data တွေနဲ့သူ့နဲ့အနီးစပ်ဆုံးအနီးကပ်ဆုံးဖြစ်အောင်ကျွန်တော် model ကိုကျွန်တော်ချိန်ရမှာပေါ့နော်
If we do not have both of these things, our result is not good.
ကျွန်တော်ဒီနှစ်ခုစလုံးမရှိဘူးဆိုရင်ကျွန်တော် result ကကောင်းမှာမဟုတ်ပါဘူး
So this red line is the resistivity as depth increases. This is the true resistivity of the Earth, a 3-layer model.
3 layer model မှာဒီပြလိုက်တဲ့အနီရောင်ကတကယ်ကိုရှိနေတဲ့ကမ္ဘာမြေကြီးရဲ့ဥစ္စာပါ resistivity ပါ
And we can see that my recovered model, this black, it's not perfect, but it does tell me the general structure, the basic structure of the Earth.
ဆိုတော့အနီရောင်ကကျတော့တကယ်ကိုမြေပြင်ရဲ့အနေထားအစစ်မှန်ပေါ့နော်အမဲရောင် line လို့ negative လို့သွားတဲ့ line ကဒီသူ့ရဲ့ model ပေါ့ဒါပေမဲ့သူကတိကျတော့မဟုတ်ပြီမဲ့လေဒါပေမဲ့သူ့ရဲ့ပုံလေးကတော့စင်တူပုံလေးတွေဖြစ်လာတယ်
And if I predict data with this model, with mine, this blue line, my solution explains the things that I measured.
ပြန်ရ line ကတော့ဒီသူတိုင်းတာခဲ့တဲ့ data ကိုရှင်းပြတဲ့သူ့ရဲ့ဟို inversion ပေါ့သူ့ရဲ့ဟိုဖြည့်ထုတ်ခြင်းပေါ့နော်
So the two things that are important to remember about your answer also is inversion, it does not find the true model.
inversion ကတကယ် model အစစ်မှန်ကိုရှာဖွေနိုင်မှာမဟုတ်ဘူးရှာမပေးနိုင်ဘူး
Earth is very complicated. You will never find the perfect, true resistivity of the Earth.
resistivity
you do not want to fit the data perfect.
data value
Because the measurements have errors, and you do not also want to fit the error.
So ဘာလို့ဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့တိုင်းထွာခြင်းတွေမှာအမှား error အများနဲ့ပါနေတဲ့ကြောင့်လည်း error တွေအဲ့ noise တွေကိုကျွန်တော်တို့ထိပ်ပြီးတော့ဟိုမတက်အောင်မညှိခြင်းပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဒါနဲ့
So these are some very important and powerful concepts of geophysical inversion.
ဒါဆိုရင် geophysical inversion နဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့အရန်ကိုရေးကြည့်ပြီးတော့အရန်ကိုဟိုအခြေခံကြပြီးတော့နားလည်လွယ်တဲ့ဟို idea တွေဖြစ်ပါ concept တွေဖြစ်ပါတယ်
And I think if you can learn the things on these 5 pieces or these 5 slides, I think that will really help if some things have been confusing for you.
တခုခုကျွန်တော်ရှုပ်ထွေးခဲ့တာရှိမှာပဲပေါ့နော်ဆိုတော့အဲ့ဒါတွေဒီ9 slide ကိုကြည့်ပြီးတေချာနားလည်အောင်ကြည့်လိုက်မယ်ဆိုရင်တော့ကျွန်တော်ရှုပ်နေတဲ့အရာတွေနည်းရှင်းပြပြီးသားဖြစ်သွားလိမ့်မယ်လို့ထင်ပါတယ်
So we could go through the data from today. It seems like we're back and running now.
Yeah, just looking at it now.
It's almost
I think maybe let's try people downloading it.
What do you mean? They don't have to. Oh, well, we just passed out the thumb drive, and it has those 5 slides on it, and then the whatchamacallit, the data set is already on my binders.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Yep. So you just want them to maybe load it up?
Yeah.
Sure. So maybe we'll end with you seeing the data you collected today.
ဒီနေ့မနေ့မှာကျွန်တော်ရခဲ့တဲ့ဟိုဒီ vertical sounding ကနေရတဲ့ data လေးကိုကြည့်ပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့အဆုံးသတ်ပါမယ်
So we'll start from the beginning. Open new my binders.
My binder ကိုပြန်ဝင်ပေးပါ
And we will go to 3-layer inversion notebook.
3 layer inversion notebook ကိုသွားပေးပါ
Oh yeah? It's a little challenging?
Very good. No, it's very good. Okay. Yeah. But next time. just go with numbers. I couldn't remember the numbers
Oh,
at the same,
right.
a lot of numbers at the same time and very quickly.
Yeah.
It seems that like I'm not watching the machine sometimes. I'm just rephrasing what he is saying in Burmese only, right? So sometimes I have some problems.
It's got to be so hard.
Yeah.
Must be exhausting.
Now I get better a lot. And I get familiar with your accent and also with your explanation way, and then you know me, and then you stop, and sometimes I don't stop it because I can remember.
Okay.
Like just hearing is very good also. Like short,
Yeah.
short,
Yeah.
clear, very good. And I think with Kevin also that's it's like some uncertainty. Like it's Kevin.
Oh yeah.
Like at that time, what to explain, what to translate. He is not uncertain really. That's himself. This is one thing what I see. And with Max also I have some little problem.
No, this is good. And I noticed a couple of times that you augmented, like I'd say something, but you kind of completed what I was going to say next. I was not going to do it all, so I did part, but then you finished it all.
Because I know it now. That's why. Because if I don't, for the first day I didn't know I have to expect from you all the time. And when you start this one, okay, I got the concept. And you're going to finish this one. You're going to explain this way, and I just put feelers. A lot better. Well explained. He's well explained.
Yeah.
And this should be done earlier so that they might have me also might have confusion. So I don't know what is the
I think everything just takes repetition.
Yeah.
Right? So you do it once, right? Then you do it again.
Yeah, good.
Then you do it again. Again, you didn't say anything that we hadn't said before.
Yeah.
But hearing again, that sounds there's a lot of things that I think it doesn't matter how clearly they're explained on the first time. And then
Yeah, so you
next
get
time.
rid of the.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh,
And then by the third
but I
time.
kept the raw one.
Like me now,
These are good. These just dry
green banana. And then come back.
Oh, okay. It is the fourth file from the top. Should say Web 07 truncate. It means to cut the end.
Where am I good, sir?
No, not that one.
Yeah, that's how good it is. It looks like a 3-layer.
Did you cut it off?
Yeah. That's it.
Oh, I see. That's not the one I loaded. Which one did you find?
The truncated one. I guess I'm wondering which one you loaded. I mean, I almost thought I screwed it up
I
because
thought, well, oh, this is not this one.
that's the other's truncated. I know. I was trying to think. Oh, is there deeper something going on?
Oh, I see. There's a truncated.
I'm just right now. We just want them to look at the data, and maybe see if they see anything.
Which one do you have to click?
Oh, the fourth from the top, the fourth one.
You already told me. They go me out there.
Does this look familiar? Does it look similar to the one yesterday?
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, it's better. It's better quality.
Cô có này quality này làm thảo rồi.
And then, can you just by looking at the sounding curve, can you tell me if the resistivity is going decreasing or increasing with depth? Things like this.
Yeah, the resistivity ကျသွားလား တက်သွားလားလို့ထင်တယ် And drop and increase.
Perfect.
ဟုတ်ပါတယ်တဲ့
So they can feel free to do the same thing they did yesterday.
မနေ့ကလိုမျိုးလေဟိုကျွန်တော်လုပ်ခဲ့တဲ့ဟို inversion ပုံစံတွေလေလုပ်ကြည့်ပေါ်တာနဲ့ချိန်ကြည့်လိုက်ပေါ့ဘယ်ပုံစံထွက်လာမလဲဆိုတာလေလုပ်ကြည့်လိုက်ပေါ့မနေ့ကလေ့ကျင့်ထားတဲ့ပုံစံလေးတဲ့တူတယ်
Yeah, so Max is still not back yet.
Yeah, I think I know you won't you cannot do it at 3 you won't go after 3 because you know you have to pull out the electrodes
Yeah.
people.
Well, they've got 9 people, so it's not too bad.
I think he has to yell a lot. I imagine. Shouting.
He did go to military school, so
Really?
I think so, yeah. That's why his beard is tidy and I look like a homeless person.
You don't look like a homeless person, Devin.
It's just the style of the time. It's not one of those 70s beards.
So should we go to, what time should we go on Sunday to this?
7.
7?
7 was not very interesting because some people would deliver speech, blah 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 on the stage. Maybe about 8 they will start entertainment.
Okay.
Or you can go around and see the shops. There are a lot of shops.
So they have good places, can you just eat there?
They sell some food as well. Traditional, more traditional.
That might be nice.
And also traditional longi and traditional shirt and things like that. Yes.
Oh, what's the traditional shirt?
The like jacket, we call jacket, with the stripes and with the squares patterns, red line based on the white material, and longi is red and the lines are little white line, and with the stripes here, with the big stripes here. That is the red color. That you will see all red. All.
That's good. That's Canada's colors too, red and white.
Oh yeah. The maple leaves.
Yeah, exactly.
I celebrated Canadian Day, Canadian Day as well.
Oh, yeah.
In our friend's house. Mary, that Kevin said, and they celebrate with other people from Cruise International Organization, and we draw maple leaves on our face, and we ate what? Jello.
Jello.
Oh, that was molded into a maple leaf or something?
And also I like, what do they? Oh, marshmallow and what do we call?
Hot cocoa. Chocolate and
And we make like snack and how to eat and many things. I know.
Yeah. Maybe there was peanut butter in it.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Some of those. Yeah.
That's a good combination. Marshmallows and peanut butter.
Vodka Jello, right?
Jello?
Made by vodka.
Vodka?
Vodka.
Oh, vodka. Jello shots.
Vodka.
And we ate them. You have to eat like this. Okay. But after eating 3 or 4, you get drunk.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I think we get how many hundreds of thousands of people into downtown now for Canada Day, Vancouver. It's very busy.
Well, there's lots of entertainment at various places, and kids going with balloons and flags. It's nice. Canadians are they're very shy about their nationality. Not like the United States. In America, if you travel through the United States, most people have a flag, U.S. flag or something like that. Show like, okay, we're American. Canada's like, we don't want to be too visible.
Unless you call us American, then we really want to let you know that we're not.
See how are you guys doing? Were you able to?
Yeah, lah. Yeah, there. Yeah, there is okay.
How's it going? It doesn't have data. It looks so much more clean. It's not so noisy.
More confidence too and familiarity. People are doing really well. Yeah, so that would be a question for Doug. He's the boss. So yeah, so there's a big bay here, and so from here all the way around to this part, people watch the fireworks, and those fireworks, is usually what people do is go downtown.
And also you will see fireworks in this ceremony also on Sunday night, like opening.
Yeah,
Opening.
the dangerous enclosed proximity.
And the big one, they set up.
Oh yeah. It's good when you know the fireworks are happening. Yeah. Some, I guess in China and some other places, the New Year's happens and people just light them off in the day. So you're walking down the street and all of a sudden,
Yeah. They all so it'd be pretty reasonable place.
that's just because they're awesome.
Should be I'll see if I can contact Max and see how they're doing. Oh, is that them?
What happens if you make
Oh, this seems to be coming back.
How long do these take to dry usually if you wash them?
When you wash, it dry very quickly. With this 1 hour or 1/2 an hour, I think you dry.
Okay. I think I need to do laundry this week.
Yeah.
The pants cannot dry as fast as
That's true.
this dries very fast.
Yeah, and I hang my pants because they will.
I usually hang laundry. We have a rope like this, right? And you just take like
it makes it ring.
like this, like a you get like a dress, like a dress hanging, and you put 2 clips there. So it dry very quickly. Otherwise, if you dry in the what do you call the line,
Yeah.
and it like 4 layers together.
Yes, yes.
If you put with this.
Prodigal son's returned.
Aha! That umbrella did a good work today. Shielded the equipment.
And we should have a big umbrella for the machine room.
Yeah.
I will tell Mr. Win whether they have one, or we can ask the telecoms company, they give a sponsor.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah.
With their brand.
Yeah. Telenor.
Telenor, Mitel. Mitel so bright, orange. I don't know what
I
we
think
can
they
do.
want to try.
So, do we want it to be seen or not seen, right? So,
A bright color can help you for the UV rays.
yeah.
Dark color absorbs the rays. Heat. So strong, man. So strong, man.
Yeah, I think probably then. The maybe the other DOTs want to come in, and then we'll just kind of say goodbye. Are they all here now?
Okay.
Sir?
Oh. I know.
Sure.
Actually, I just take it like a backup from nice and real. If I go hungry in the field like last day, like 2 days ago, we were late for lunch.
Oh
right?
yeah,
And
yeah. Just have something, just in case,
Yeah.
and keep the blood sugar level up.
And it's spare.
So for those who have just come in, everybody has now been able to download the data that we acquired this morning. And most people have analyzed it with the 3-layer app.
3-layer apps application နဲ့လည်းသူတို့ချိန်ပြီးတော့လုပ်နေကြပါပြီ
So we're going to quit for the afternoon, but for people who have just come in, download it, play around, and just get a sense for what the data are saying.
So data ရဲ့ဘာပြောလဲဆိုတာအခုမှဝင်လာတဲ့လူတွေကြွကြတော့လေ data ကိုကြည့်နေကြည့်ပြီးတော့နည်းနည်းကစားကြည့်လိုက်ပေါ့ဘာလို့လေးချိန်လေးရှိလဲဆိုရင်ကျွန်တဲ့လူတွေကကြတော့ဒီခဏနေပြန်လို့ရ
And then on Monday, we'll talk more about the data and also show you the results for doing the inversion of the 2D data set.
So တနေ့လာနေကြမှာတော့ data လည်းပြမယ်ပြီးတော့ 2D version ကိုလည်းဘယ်လိုလုပ်အောင်လဲဆိုတာတော့သိချင်ပြန်ပြီးတော့ရှင်းပြပါမယ်
I don't know, Max, did you have anything you wanted to say for closing?
Well, there's a number of special things about the data collection and shortcuts and things like that.
အချို့အရာတွေတော့ရှိတာသူပြောပြစရာသိသိဘယ်လိုမလဲအထူးပြုပြီးပြောမယ့်ဟာတွေက shortcut တွေလည်းရှိတာပေါ့
So
ချက်လန်းလေးတွေလေ
we'll go over that on Monday,
အဲ့ဒါတွေကိုလည်းတနေ့နာနေကြရင်ပြောပြပါမယ်တဲ့
including the downloading and how to coil the cables.
ဘယ်လို download လုပ်ရတယ်ဘယ်လို cable တွေဘယ်လိုဟို link ပြီးတင်ရတယ်ဆိုတဲ့ဟာကိုသိချပြန်ပြီးပြောပြပါမယ်
Were you what?
Have a good weekend.
ဆိုတော့ကောင်းမွန်တဲ့ပြည့်ရလေးရပါစေတဲ့
Okay, we'll see you at the festival.
နင်းရနေညမုံမျိုးသားနေရှိတော့သူတို့သွားမယ်